is exploring science. Let's learn about the ocean. Hi, my junior science. You ready to talk? Some science talk today. Science talk is about the ocean. So let's get started to learn about the ocean. Come with me, the ocean. Oh, what's the number? So the section roughly about the ocean. Why have you science talk about the ocean? If you go way up in space, a planet looks blue. Why do they call Earth a big blue marble? Well, we cover water. Our planet is 71% water. The ocean are everywhere, so we on land. But we must understand, on neighbor the ocean, we have 5 oceans on our planet. So we go to school, we learn that there are 4. But science is never growing, not often getting more brilliant and learning about the world, more the world. Everybody love getting more learning about the world. So have decided that we have 5 ocean called Southern Ocean. Southern Ocean. Southern Ocean. So scientists say that ocean called Southern Ocean. The ocean in way south by Alaska. Not again. Lapping. So scientists. That ocean is way south by Alaska. Most of its water is locked up in ice. It's very cold, frozen over, but it is still an good environment. It's not an ocean environment like, let's say, because in the river near the equator is very different ocean than the equivalent. Like I said, it's locked up in ice, almost like an Arctic Ocean. Other ocean that's at the top of our world. But yeah, as noticed you couldn't go swimming in it like we could maybe the Indian Ocean or the Pacific Ocean or the Pacific Ocean. But it's still on an ocean. It just lives of the life that lives here. We are not as familiar with us. We think scientists. I really am trying to get a handle on how many things live in the ocean. They say up to 100,000, but we now I think on other information. And that we gather about the ocean. So why don't we know for sure? The ocean is a very challenging environment for us to go to. Because it's deeper down in the ocean you go, stronger the adults. So yes, a lot. The pressure underwater. So that kind of requires us to never to the point where we say that some humans actually haven't visited before. And we have to correct different answers. And we could allow themselves those very, very, very deep dark clouds of the high and peaceful areas of our land. We still have so much more to learn about our ocean. We know that it is ultimate valid of life. We know that from one temperature down to the other, the life could be very, very different. We know that in the darker regions of the ocean again, the life is very different. It's not all have finding number. There's so much to learn in ocean crafting. And I hope that is thinking about the ocean, reading about the ocean, talking about ocean, and you visit oceans. It's so class. Maybe you will that science will love to go and we need to visit the deepest stars of our ocean turtle. Like I said, it's a matter of my life. The salt water contains the mass and the carbons of the salt water contains the very mass and the runoff of our land of our land and our community through all our rivers. Oceans are just amazing place, and yes, so much more to learn if you are going to us to seas, but yeah, up to 1,000. Yeah, that's a lot more science to be learning about oceans. Let's learn about oceans. Okay, yeah, done to today. But now we must do another one. And here. Okay, now let's start. To wake up a chick welcome to the science club. Pew 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 pew. What is this? Antenna. Today we are going to be learning about something called antenna. Insects have ears. So do other animals like crabs and lobster. Today, David and I have brought a crowd act to show you to turn on the head of this bird. I'm going to pick this crowded up. Now, if you look there, you can see it's his antenna. He's and tiny, can feel, taste, and smell things. This is something that most tiny can do. Let's look at some pictures now of things that have antenna. So, like we just look at, this is a crab. You can see just two antennae on his head. This is a grasshopper. You can see his two antennae. This is a berry beetle. Yes, true. It's true. But we have to talk about it. All insects have antennae. Even though he's short, he still has a tiny. Yes, butterfly is called voiceover. You can see its two antennae at the top of its head. Now look at this Lorna. Now look at it. Anthony, you can see that these are not skinny straight, but they look more like feathers. Antennae can be in different colors, shapes, and size. On this butterfly, you can see its two antennae. This is its praying fast. This is a test, but this is also has two antennae. So today we learn about what an antenna is. When we're talking about just one, we call it a kun antenna. But when we talk about more than one, you call them antenna. So you can see the antenna on this product. Now let's do a problem like the one you're going to. Drone. Insects are the only kind. the one you go to. The insects are the only kind of creature that has a antenna. True or false? So you remember that today we learned that the crab, ants, and crabs also have antenna. So you click false. Have fun. What is an antenna? Okay, we are done to today. Now it's your. Yeah, now you go into development. So now, bye. See you next time.